Hey everyone, thanks for joining me at this PlatformCon virtual session, Beyond Staging, Implementing High-Fidelity Ephemeral Testing with Cluster API. I'm Timmy Carr. I'm a product manager at VMware by Broadcom. Today, most platform teams are still validating their most critical Kubernetes changes on a single, long-lived staging environment. But if we're being honest with ourselves, I think those staging clusters are kind of lying to us. Quietly, they diverge from production. They accumulate new manual fixes, maybe new CRDs, and eventually they become like the least trustworthy place to test dangerous infrastructure changes. Today, I want to show you a different model, how we can use Cluster API to create high-fidelity, production mirror Kubernetes clusters on demand, right inside your CI workflows, and then destroy them the minute tests pass. So let's talk about why the shared staging cluster is actually an operational anti-pattern. We've all felt this pain. First, there's environmental drift. Package versions, node images, they slowly diverge from reality. Then state pollution, maybe stale CRDs, and zombie namespaces cause tests to fail non-deterministically. Because it's a shared resource, it creates a capacity bottleneck where teams are quite literally waiting in line to test. But the most dangerous failure mode is a safe test bias, because we're human. Staging is a shared and fragile environment, and we only end up using it to test the changes we're comfortable with. Nobody wants to be the person who breaks staging for the rest of the company. We end up validating application deployment and completely ignore platform survivability. And this is just normal. I see this in customers all the time. To fix this, we need a complete mental model shift. We're very comfortable treating containers and binaries as ephemeral build artifacts. We need to apply that exact logic one layer down to the Kubernetes cluster itself. Look at the legacy model on the left. You build a container and deploy it to a static cluster. Now at the right, a new model. A PR is open. The pipeline provisions a brand new mirror cluster, applies the platform mutation if you need it, validates it, and completely destroys the environment. Instead of asking, where do I test this? Your developers should only be asking, what exact cluster should this PR create? And that's a big change. The enabling mechanism for this paradigm shift is Cluster API, or CAPI. If you take one thing away, it's this. CAPI turns entire Kubernetes clusters into declarative objects. Just like you write YAML for a pod or deployment definition, you can also write YAML in Cluster API for a cluster. That YAML lives in a Git repo, and it's submitted to management cluster. And Cluster API controllers reconcile that desired state against an infrastructure provider. A cluster is no longer a ticketing request or a manual ClickOps process. It can be version controlled, API driven, and it's a completely disposable Kubernetes object. But how do we guarantee these ephemeral clusters actually look like production? Well, we can use a CAPI feature called cluster class. Think of cluster class as the DNA of your production environment. You can define node sizing, API server configuration, specific CNI details, storage classes, maybe admission controllers, once in a cluster class blueprint. And then when a PR requests a cluster, it can literally just reference that class. That's the magic. There are no handcrafted test clusters anymore. Every single ephemeral cluster inherits this exact same production environment template and constraints automatically. Here's what this looks like in practice. An engineer opens a PR to say, update a logging daemon set. They don't ask for a cluster. The CI pipeline automatically renders the cluster YAML and pushes it to our GitOps tool. Here we got Argo. CAPI provisions mirror clusters in minutes. The change is deployed, and then we use our validation suite. Maybe we've got Sonobui, maybe Kyverno for some policy definition. Maybe we can inject some chaos type testing into this pipeline as well. These results, whatever you need to test, are posted back into the GitHub PR. And once that merge is closed, once that PR is closed, you can generate a TTL controller that can ultimately delete the entire environment. The developer experience can become seamless because the infrastructure is completely ephemeral here. This workflow completely changes your platform's blast radius. Suddenly, day 2 operations that used to cause cold sweats can become routine. Want to test Kubernetes minor version upgrade? Maybe swap out a CNI, roll out new machine node images, or test some cert rotation logic? You can now safely try these changes in a completely isolated vacuum. These are the exact destructive operation teams avoid testing on a shared staging cluster. Now, they're just another automated PR. Now let's talk reality. Doing this in the public cloud is easy if you have an infinite budget. Doing this on-prem in a private cloud means dealing with hard constraints. Ephemeral does not mean infinite. There's finite servers, finite IP pools, storage limits. To make all this work, you have to build kind of an event-driven capacity layer. You need a request broker that queues cluster requests when capacity is tight. You have to enforce strict TTL limits. If tests hang, the cluster dies anyways. You have to right-size worker counts, allocate needed DNS zones, and ensure IP pool capacity to ensure developers can take full advantage of your just-in-time test infrastructure. To prove this isn't theoretical, here's an example blueprint, what I work on. We run this on top of VMware Cloud Foundation, and we use VKS for the Kubernetes service. Because VKS natively uses Cluster API underneath, we can map out our CAPI primitives directly to our on-prem infrastructure. In our environment, Supervisor acts as a management cluster, and it talks directly to NSX for networking and vSAN for storage. And what this gives us in our stack is a highly API addressable substrate in our private data center, allowing us to programmatically spin up and tear down these heavy test fixtures securely and automatically. So what's this pattern done for our customers' developer experience and platform teams? And what can you do in your environments? Well, we moved from a shared fate environment to a total per PR isolation. We take customers from snowflake drift to high fidelity, mathematically proven production mirrors. We tune static, underutilized staging capacity into elastic, event-driven engine. And ultimately, the platform team stops being a bottleneck or gatekeeper for test environments and becomes an API provider of disposable reality. And you don't need our stack to do this. I just want to show you that this is something that you can build leveraging CAPI in our environment. This is what we happen to use. But before you build it, let me let you know where there's scars, where the skeletons live, right? Where the skeletons live in closets. Okay, first, the boot time. That's your developer experience. If your cluster takes 35 minutes to spin up, engineers, they don't care. They'll bypass the pipeline. So you have to optimize your VM templates. You have to have automated DNS. IP cleanup is like something that becomes non-negotiable. Teardown failures are going to happen. And if you don't aggressively monitor for orphan resources, you're going to leak capacity in your data centers and going to end up constrained for that capacity. In product, we have leases that backstop this flow, but candidly, any event-driven orchestration can help here. So choose your tooling. And finally, beware of external dependencies. We can build really good ephemeral Kubernetes clusters, but if we're connecting to a static, maybe shared staging database, there's another set of drift there. And you need to have a set of processes to ensure that sort of environment can be covered as well. So thanks. Here's what we have to do. We have to stop maintaining staging clusters and start manufacturing them. If Kubernetes allows us to make our applications declarative, Cluster API allows us to make our entire structure testable in the exact same way. And we need to treat our clusters as ephemeral CI artifacts. Your platform reliability will skyrocket, and your developers will thank you. In fact, thank you. I'm Timmy Carr. Hit me up on Twitter @TimmyCarr or in the PlatformCon Slack if you want to dig into these blueprints. And thank you so much for your time.